Alright, we're back on.
He's someone at 35 in Maryland with South 6.
Oh, it looked like it was upside
Just
here.
35 Maryland, South 6.
Well, we don't know.
Here, what copy?
373 south on Frank from Maryland.
South on Frank from Maryland.
Alright, well now they're on our turf, Pat.
Yep.
And he is west on Geranium from Frank.
West on Geranium from Drink.
369, we're going to get 6 on Geranium.
I just saw him go across, I think.
Westbound on Geranium. Passing Earl.
Oh,
West on Geranium, passing Earl.
We're Geranium and Forest with 6.
Geranium Forest with 6.
South on Cypress.
South on Cypress.
Southbound Cypress.
Crossing side.
From the gun for St. Paul, patch with LTAC 1. Find a vehicle on topping.
And I think he just went south on Forest.
Could be south on Forest.
West on Magnolia.
West on Magnolia. He's going to be coming right here.
364 got him southbound Lawson southbound Mendota from Magnolia.
Let's go back to that Lawson address.
Southbound Mendota from Magnolia.
So dark out, he's traveling at a pretty good speed.
Darked out.
Just as boss squads are following him at legal speeds. He just is continuing to update him.
Could be squads following legal speeds. And just be advised, flight is not available.
There he goes.
Woo!
West on Case.
Westbound Case.
That was fast.
Yeah.
Still westbound Case over the hill past Arcade. He's gonna probably pop out on Payne next.
Westbound Case over the hill to Arcade. Rest for South 6.
There we go.
Okay.
Last seen still westbound Case.
Yeah, westbound Case.
There's some lights up ahead there. I don't know, there were lights up there.
Clear.
There. I didn't see lights up here. I'm gonna guess he went north on Edgerton.
2361, can we get a vehicle description?
So white Chevy HHR Minnesota plate 460 Romeo Echo November.
Shit.
He just went northbound from Maryland on Arc Red.
Westbound Arc Right
So
from
we
Maryland.
made it all the way down there and then up.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw tail lights when we were there.
Just went eastbound
Coming right at us now.
on Geranium, Geranium. I don't haven't activated my lights yet.
Eastbound on Geranium.
You said Maryland though, buddy.
That doesn't make
He's
it.
through DeSoto.
Through DeSoto.
What was the initial reason for the contact with the car earlier?
Well, it can't be DeSoto.
We took one of this car from us last week, and then left from us earlier. Copy. So just traffic stuff earlier?
And was it the scene of his shots? Is that it? Is that it right there?
I lost him last seen southbound, Geranium, DeSoto.
No, that's a Chrysler.
That's a
That's a PT Cruiser.
He's eastbound now. What's the spot?
Copy eastbound.
Where?
300. If he's driving reckless, let's get off him. He's going south on Briar.
You gotta
He's
be
off on
fucking
your Briar.
kidding me.
He's driving reckless. Disengage.
Speed.
High rate of speed.
And 302. I don't know if anybody's sitting near that 876 Boston, but if we think he's going to land there, let's just have a couple of squads in the area so we can try to intercept him there.
3-2 is on scene there.
I just don't know. The whole arc rate thing is
That,
couldn't have been right?
no.
5909.
Well, just
5909.
After the 2975 Partridge. 5, he just went behind the adult store at Case and Arcade. He's now going westbound through the alleyway just north of Case.
just trying to get back to that Los Angeles.
Westbound through the alley north of Keys.
Well, if we get on him, we're gonna have a county car.
315 crash that is going eastbound towards 876 Boston.
We're gonna have a
Heavy
county
eastbound
car
towards 876 Boston.
pit him.
Eastbound towards 876.
He doesn't want to. He's not gonna want to give up his car either, though.
302.
3-2.
Saw a vehicle going at a high rate of speed northbound Mendota from Lawson.
Heavy vehicle high rate of speed northbound Mendota Lawson.
Careful now on
300, let's disengage.
these
No,
intersections.
I get that. He's going that way
Copy
though.
for
but down
300
here, I get
disengage.
it.
50
Yeah.
minutes.
Gotta watch these intersections. That's how Brian got it.
Yep.
But if you know where he's at, that's the nice thing about having a guy on him. You know where he's at. It's
Right.
when it's when you don't have a person on him that the problem starts. Doesn't sound like he's in a hurry to leave the city.
Rams County for St. Paul taking on the patch of type 1 in 16 minutes.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. Taking down the patch.
373, does anyone have a decent idea if they see this male walking in the area?
Okay.
361, we probably have the best description and visual of this guy
There's
from earlier.
um,
364, we can look at our squad camera as well. We probably got him on camera when he was whipping the U-turn right in front of us. We got a pretty good look at him too. He's probably mid-30s, white guy with a shaved head.
Well, somebody's here. That's good. The house in the southwest corner of Mendota and Lawson has been the home to many troubled people.
I wonder.
I bet that's where the shots fired came from. Southwest over there to that car in the corner, because that's where we were. It's just one block, 2 blocks really. Are you ready there, Sergeant Suki?
I just got to the area.
Well, it's a quiet night. There's nobody on the street. And
I'm wondering if that's who it's going to be.
well, but he said,
He looks like he could be
really?
a white male.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's true. Could be, because he was earlier. We were chasing Brandon Billups in a different car.
Same address.
So anyhow, we're gonna find it. You're gonna pit it.
Okay.
Sound good?
Sound easy.
It's a lot easier when you can see the car, so it's not gonna broadside you. Thanks for being down here. Appreciate it. What went by?
That's squad.
So obviously right now we're checking these intersections because if a car comes by at 90 miles an hour darked out, you're not going to see it. On the other hand, my philosophy is the faster you get through, the less likely you are to get hit. He's probably reveling in the fact that no one has...
329.
329.
May we be en route to PT?
I wonder if those squads know
Sugar 89.
that person.
Let's sit here a minute. We're at Maryland and Mendota, just kind of sitting and waiting for a sighting. Oh, this car probably does have a gun in it, just because.
315.
315.
Maybe take that disorderly. 871 4th Street. For a tent mudroom, breaking windows. Name of Joseph. 39-year-old white male, 5'10", average build. Possibly wearing a white shirt and khaki pants. Had a knife yesterday. No weapons seen today.
Copy.
Wait 2 minutes.
Well, that was bizarre for a little bit, huh?
No.
Sorry we had to restart it. Apparently we didn't have to restart it, but from our view it was not it was recording upside down. When we hit those bumps, the camera thought it was turning sideways 90 degrees, so. But now we know, we got a call that said it was okay. Alright, well there's plenty of cars around here to spot it. We should probably check some other locations. Again, for all the viewers, the speed on the camera is very deceptive.
Yes, it is.
Because you're seeing a narrow sliver of what we're seeing. Is that a new one?
That's one. I
Because
think we
that
should
one
go-
was 876.
Yep, I think that's one we should go by.
Okay. There's an address on Wilson too. I don't want to go all the way down there because whoever this driver is, it's clear that he wants to hang out in this area. Well, sorry that we didn't apprehend that man, but you get the idea how cautious law enforcement is to make sure that they're not involved in a serious injury accident.
I mean, and nobody was chasing him, and he continued to drive insanely.
Two 7-1 to 4. 4.
Yeah, he was flying because when we turned that corner, well, as we were going to take over, St. Paul couldn't chase, and obviously we have different authority than them. So we're going to take over, but by the time we got over that hump there on Case,
going.
He was going.
He was going crazy fast when he crossed over Payne.
Where are we at?
110 and 112.
Oh, there's a gentleman.
Some companies gotten 2 additional trips, back kitchen and main kitchen door. 110, copy.
How's it going, partner? Good, how are you?
Copy.
Carry on.
63970 alarm will start.
Have a great night.
Have a great night. He's definitely not bald.
Copy.
Yeah, I know I gotta go the other way, but for right now.
Yeah. I was very happy with your choice, sir.
Oh my goodness. Looked like he wanted some assistance.
8197.
I mean, I'm not
Until
sure.
he found out who we were.
I'm not sure what kind of assistance.
8197.
He had 2 cans of pop.
Sorry, 8196. We'll be out with Edward Lincoln Nora 350. We'll
And
be
he was
controlled.
holding his pants up at the same time. Did you notice?
8196.
Yes.
Copy and controlled at
Yes, I
24
did.
minutes.
You don't ever want to let them get too close to your window. You got some concealment when you're in the car from a distance, and you got, you know, the block of the car can provide you some concealment. But once they're alongside your car, you're in trouble.
Actually, that was the block.
3920,
You
clear
said-
4.
No, 46, you said, right?
No.
That was-
7-6.
Copy at
Oh,
24
7,
minutes.
Okay. Sorry. Well,
23 to 6th Street.
2363.
No little green men with laser pointers.
good,
Change to suspicious.
good thing.
Area check.
Good thing we got gas there. That's
Excellent.
awesome.
25 minutes.
Yeah.
So we're looking for the car. Wanna use your light there? Can't be too far. It's gotta be it, huh?
I'm not positive on the numbers, but I was hoping Joe would see that.
I'll go back there and see. That's gotta be in the 80s now.
Yeah.
Go through the alley on the way back.
110 and 112 are out. 26.
Always like to know where they're at.
See, I'm thinking.
Hi guys. How's good? How about you? Everything okay?
Oh, I guess the sheriff. Yeah, I'm trying to call my friend.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Trying to call your friend? Are you taking the garbage out or what? No.
We didn't want to get too close to the house without him knowing that we were here.
What's his name? What?
Trying to set up the lights.
Yeah, but you
so
do
that
me a
shit-
favor, just because of
Yeah.
COVID.
I,
Stand back a little bit.
I might have it. I'm not sure.
And that fence that pops up here is going to be the same.
What's your friend's name?
James.
James what?
That's not important.
Pardon me?
I said that's not important.
Well, it might be if you're sitting out the back of his house and he doesn't want you here.
Sir, I'm here. My stuff is sitting right here. I'll drop this off to him.
Yeah. What, sir? What's your name?
Lucas.
Lucas. What's your last name?
K-A-N-I-A.
Very good. And sir, on the bicycle there, what's your name?
Peter?
Peter. What's your last name?
112. I'm in the back.
Peter, where do you live?
Your door. There appears to be no forced entry.
Over off of 7th Street.
All right.
Sir, I have to move up the
Unsecured door in
street
the rear. Doesn't
because I
appear
get
forced.
connection to the Wi-Fi right by
Yeah.
that light pole. Can I move, please?
Yeah, you go ahead. Thank you very much. He has to move up the street to get connection to the Wi-Fi.
Additional trips inside the building.
Hey, is that your friend?
Yeah.
Original call was
Is
the
it fair
main
to say that he
door,
has a
but they
meth
called
issue?
back
Uh,
After a couple of minutes.
Drinking?
With 2 additional
Not
for
meth?
the back kitchen and the main
Alright.
kitchen door again.
he's got stuff he said he needed to drop off. He didn't want to walk around.
Squad 300.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Have a good night.
Take care.
I need a clear call, please.
Happy to meet you.
See you
Hey,
later,
you
thank
too.
Stay safe.
So 2 guys in the alley behind the house that was a possibility for the driver, but yeah, I mean it's a slim possibility that guy was the driver, but I think he would have hit something, right?
I think so too.
Long before. We're just looking at alternative addresses.
That's the
Okay.
person I was talking about.
Yeah.
314, 316.
It definitely could be him.
314.
Definitely.
316.
That's okay. For medical at 2701 Lexington Avenue North at Roseville Fire Department for a 40-year-old female with chest pain is walk-up.
Somebody told me earlier he had an address. I was looking for him. He was in that
5185.
stolen
32 traffic.
yesterday, earlier today.
32.
He said he had an address on
Arcade and
Wilson.
Ivy, Minnesota Alpha Juliet Yankee 532.
30 minutes.
230. I'll be out. 30 minutes. Three 2 slow to stop. Arcade and clear.
Another
Happy
one.
slow to stop for kid clears. That's fine, sir.
2160, I'll be pulling up behind me.
Was that a squad pull out or not?
I think so. It's 2160
110. Clear stop.
That's
Such.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's our buddy. But there was a car.
He's still got his Sprite.
111 GOA will go.
I want to go by 876 Lawson. It's 876 Lawson
Heavy.
is.
Spot 220. 433 EOT.
Happy 5 minutes.
Oh, there it is. Is that it? No, that's a. No, that's a.
RAV4.
That's a RAV.
What's
That's
that?
not a RAV. What the heck is that thing?
That right there?
Stalingrad.
The white one?
Yeah, what?
That was a RAV4.
Very squared off.
Heavy.
What the hell?
Oh, getting the baby seat.
What kind of you code for?
We're just here to make sure you're safe.
Yeah, we're code 4. Just heard some rustling in the back.
Anyhow.
639, I'll be out in a couple blocks.
How's it going?
Heavy.
A couple other suspects we've been looking for hanging out here.
Busy place.
Lots of times cops get their north-south East and west confused when they're in the middle of these chases.
Mm-hmm.
That can be dangerous sometimes.
One 11 will be at the front. 30.
Hi.
110, we're just gonna check the building. We don't need the air. Check that.
A lot of scooters out here. There's yellow scooters and there's green ones, I think. Is that one yellow there? You can't tell.
I can't tell between yellow and lime green.
I hear sirens. And I see an Opticom on up ahead.
Looks like a medic.
I want to see this. What's it called? H what?
HHR.
Close.
It looks kind of like a PT Cruiser.
Yeah. A little square, a little bigger.
Yeah, I think it's a little bigger than
This little box here.
Yeah.
Like a large cube car. I mean, I saw it go by us, but
A blur.
2 or 3 times.
Squad 3 to check the status.
A
437.
lot of people out here. We were just about to get the ham sandwich.
271.
I think we missed our window for that, didn't we?
I guess they're open till 2 now.
Ah.
That's good. So one of our sergeants has backed him up. We have a number of our deputies that are trained in pit maneuver, pursuit intervention.
Larry, I'm with employees.
And Mark Suki is one of them. He's actually excellent at not sure what's going on here, but they're obviously having a conversation.
Squad 11. Squad 11, you were broken up. That was 112. Happy 112.
Copy Innsbruck Drive and 27th Ave at 37 minutes.
295, I'm with him.
Copy 37 minutes.
This was a car that was slow to stop when they're, and then
202.
one of our county squads backed him up.
PPV 7th and Wall. Copy 7th and Wall, 37 minutes.
AUYJ 532.
Information for squads for cops who are out of Maplewood for felony violation of an OFP and felony terroristic threats. Subject is a Dejan Wilson, date of birth 12/16/1990, black male, 5'7", 140 pounds, brown eyes, black hair. No vehicle mentioned. Information at 38 minutes.
Three 364.
364.
I'm going to be out at 1575 arc right on follow-up.
Let's have somebody
Copy,
in the
relay
back
to the
seat
current
there.
call.
Well, they look code 4 here.
Affirmative.
Yeah, they do.
Copy, 399.
As long as there's a third person there. They're obviously not satisfied with whatever explanation they're getting. Ultimately, it's late to be walking out here at 11:30 at night.
Hello.
220. 220. We'll get XL out here. Looks like this power pole is going to fall over, or at least turn off the power.
Well, let's do this. Let's run over to Bryson, Pennsylvania really quickly and then run down to McGovern's.
Sure.
See what's happening down there.
225 to 220. Do you need to block traffic or anything?
Hopefully we'll find this car again.
No doubt all we need to do is start getting out of the car at the Holiday and something will start
There
happening.
you have it. There you have it. Like you said, somebody to get out of the car. If you weren't watching a couple shows ago, we have a problem with people putting skimmers in the gas pumps at Holiday, try to steal your credit card information. So what they'll do is they'll lurk out there, sit out there, and then put a skimmer in. They see somebody with a nice car or appears to have a credit card with assets on it, then they'll go grab the skimmer and record the numbers. Use your credit card for other purchases. So,
0151 in custody.
Copy, 1 in custody for residence.
the employees, last time the employees finally said they noticed these people walking in the lots, sitting in the... So they did arrest, St. Paul did arrest one of them. Was that a week ago or 2 weeks ago?
That was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Got the skimmer in the car, too.
Yep.
Squad 532. 532. Please change this to a theft. Clear of port. We'll be en route to EOT.
It's good work by Sean Campbell and his crew. They lost him at the one Holiday in Riceham, Pennsylvania, and they said, well, let's go check. Let's go check the other Holiday on 7th, and bang,
Has
they caught him.
asthma, difficulty breathing.
6-1 copy.
Caught him at the other one.
6-3 copy.
Thank you, 42 minutes.
Got some medics coming up the hill at us.
Medics?
8196, status check.
9-5 are controlled on fields.
Controlled on fields, 42 minutes.
It's good to get out every once in a while, anyhow, just to stretch our legs, because honestly, sitting in a car for 3 hours at a crack can
Get a little stiff.
get a little stiff after a while. So,
$119. Okay. We're going to be on a team with DKP. He's start medics before you hit his head. We're in the police lot.
Oops.
Six. I'll be out there in a second. That call's going to be related to DK Mills. Just hold it. Copy all. Hold on. No, 19 needs conscious. You're like my brother.
Not sure what he said there, but. So basically, that car stop was clearly a reckless driver. Was more likely that he had a gun in the car because he was seen earlier, right where that woman said she heard the shots on Magnolia, which was 1 block over, 2 blocks over there to Lawson. That house is a known problem spot, so it was a legitimate chase, but because it wasn't a known felony or serious felony, the St. Paul
Can you come in and investigate White Bear Cottage?
wanted to do what they can. The sergeant authorized them to use stop, stick, and parameter it so they could watch it at a safe speed. But a full-fledged pursuit wasn't authorized by St. Paul at that point. And of course, that leads to
1324.
the possibility that
324. 15, good night, then.
you might get broadsided as it comes through the intersection. So you got to be extremely careful.
Yeah, that was some pretty crazy driving he was doing for not even being chased.
Well, that's the thing. Even if we were to have chased him, it would have been safer because he was driving the same, and then citizens would have had some red lights and siren to
Give you a little bit of warning.
a little bit of warning.
Well, I guess you can cancel medics. They already saw this guy. I guess they refused him. Zero 06, I'll take another squad and available.
Copy, address those White Bear Cottage.
White Baron Cottage, there's a house over there that's been in trouble.
361 clear. We'll be heading up there.
1737 Cottage, right down the street there.
639 starting from Central.
We had a lot of trouble there, narcotics especially. I think they condemned the house, but people keep going in there.
Yeah. Car accident he was out on there tonight.
Well, let's see what's happening in front of Bourne's.
532 downtown, speed is EOT. Copy every day. 46.
How's it going?
What's happening?
Come on, put some smiles on those faces. There we go.
Violation of OSP. Suspect is a Devon. At 1990 16 black male.
Now you got a smile, yeah.
Reyes, wanted for felony
How's it
violation
going?
of OSP and felony terroristic threats. Information was also sent to your screen. That's 47 minutes.
We'll be back. You guys have a good night. Nice young man. You wanted to visit with us?
Yeah. It's a nice change.
I don't think $20 a gram was the right price, but what's going on in Winnipeg?
Spot 316.
Better than a darn nail on Winnipeg.
Just be advised. We have a car accident here. Driver ran into a tree. I'm out with the driver and he's possibly intoxicated.
Where's that That one?
Copy to clarify, you want to stay on this call or?
I believe
create a
that's
call?
the white dog copy.
I'm sorry, can you tell me on that?
Just for clarification, you want to stay on this call or create a new call?
Stay on my current call.
Have 40 minutes.
How are ya?
I'm like, don't hit me.
No, we wouldn't do that.
No.
I just got it. I'm like, this is my person. I got that as a birthday gift.
A birthday gift?
Yeah, from my father.
What is that?
It's a donut.
What kind?
It's 19.
Is it Durango?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Hey.
There you go.
On me, yes. What are you guys doing? Chilling?
We're looking for somebody to race.
No, I don't want to race. No.
You got the Hemi in there?
No, I don't want to race.
We're just kidding you. We're just kidding, of course.
Right, I'm like, no, I don't like the race.
Yeah.
Hey, but yours is flashing.
Ours has got flashing lights on it, huh?
I used to take a ride with y'all. Y'all is flashing, but don't take me. I'm a good girl.
So, didn't we see you with the guy here the other night?
No, that's how I know you're lying. I don't even what? No.
Huh?
I'm a whole baby.
You're,
Outside.
well, who you here with tonight?
I'm with my uncle. When going to come out, I came to pick him up.
Oh, it could have been your uncle the other night,
Yes,
too.
I'm ready to go.
2364, copy and route to the animal complaint at Shoreview Senior Living.
So, these dangerous streets.
No, I know about it. That's what I'm, I don't know.
Lobby coding.
That's what I'm trying to rush him.
What part of
I'm gonna
town?
pull over there and rush him.
What part of town do you live in?
Oh, I live in Savage.
Oh, you do.
Oh, you got a long drive.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm trying to go. He called and yeah. So, I'm coming.
Where does he go to? Where do you gotta drop him at?
Huh?
Where do you-
right there off of by M&H.
Oh yeah, Minnehaha Arcade.
Yeah.
Well, I hope nothing happens to you.
No, you better not say that. Nothing will happen.
Lock your
It's
doors.
a safe drive.
Lock
I'm
your-
to do some good citizen shit. Taking my drunk ass uncle home.
Keep your doors locked. Okay? Keep your doors locked.
Oh yeah, trust me. I live in the suburbs, so none of that happens. They love us out there. Bloomington police, yeah, I love them.
Thank you.
So
Thank
I
you.
don't have no problem. I'll have no
All right.
problem.
You have a good night, okay?
You too, you guys. Love you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
300 and 302 are out with 316. Everything appears code 4.
It's from
369.
369.
Yeah, I thought that was that girl from the other night, too.
Jarkin Frank pulled me out with the HHR. HHR 460 RN.
I've got the number right.
So he gets his caravan.
We're in the parking lot for the
Have you guys gone on together from last week?
They fell off the curb. Pain in the ass.
How you doing?
How we doing? How's my rhythm? Not too bad?
Morning, can you post on that welfare team, please?
All right. Back to the hot ham and cheese. Let's take our radios with us.
Maybe we'll be able to get it this time.
We'll be back in a minute. Thank you for watching. I might take the text phone in and see if I can read any of these while we're in here. how's it going?
What's it in traffic? Good. Dale Cook, Minnesota, Delta Papa Victor, 868. What was the plate? Delta Papa Victor, 868. Dale Cook. One, two, three, code 4. Code 4, 56 minutes.
Virginia 26 status.
Code 4.
Copy, code 4, 56 minutes. Code 369, check-in status.
Code 4.
Copy, code 4, 57 minutes.
A197 traffic.
8197, go ahead.
Silver Lake Road in Hamilton Court, 242 Tom Henry Boy.
Silver Lake Road in Hamilton, court at 58 minutes. Medical 5011 Lake Avenue number 206 on a 79-year-old male for a fall.
Medic's gonna advise.
Copy it, 58 minutes. 5182.
.164, clear report.
59 minutes. 5183. $51.83.
Calling 5183.
Disregard.
83 copies.
Squad 383.
.383.
32nd down to Southerly 1067 Hudson. Wells Park Sports Bar, group, Flyer 6 carloads full of people partying in the parking lot.
Incident assigned.
59 minutes.
Did you vote? 209.
2967th Street at the Speedway for a disorderly. The caller stating several people have been chasing him throughout the day. Says he doesn't know who they are and is unable to provide a description. The caller's waiting inside the store.
225, I got it. 209, I got it.
At 1 o'clock.
224.
224.
Cancel 219, please.
2 and 9, you're clear.
10, I take you.
1 o'clock.
.2363, clear assist.
1 o'clock.
2364 on code 4 with the snake.
Code 4 with the snake, 101.
One, two, three.
1, 2, 3.
The clear with a CAD with Metro 225 in both cars.
101.
$91, 71, 72.
Go for both.
Code is a juvenile, 1960 Eugene Street.
361.
361.
You have 300 at 302. Go to 4 first.
Oh, the two children were squad 300.
All right, well, that was an
300.
interesting conversation
Channel 4.
with the gentleman that lives over by
1 to 4.
Johnson
Thank
Parkway.
you.
And
103.
I don't know what the other street was.
Was it Conway?
Yeah.
It's King here. Just one number.
He doesn't really like the police. But
8197, go ahead.
Yeah, you can call me.
he thinks the
East
police
Overlake Road in Conroe, H. Henry.
Police don't
549
respond.
William, Nora, Lincoln.
but
Overlake.
by the end of the conversation, he was at least willing to give us a chance. Pat pointed out that, you know, he had helped save a lot of lives in the black community when he's working the street. But I think the takeaway on that is, he said, well, I'm from Gary, Indiana, and you guys don't have any crime up here. So that was a good note to conclude on anyhow, that he agrees that things aren't too bad here.
Always look for the silver lining. We're better than Gary, Indiana.
Look for the silver lining.
Can
And
you drive on the block?
so, but he thought we were, you know, we were trying to be a little jovial, and he thought we were trying to be jerks, and we were just trying to be friendly. So by the end of the conversation, he wished us well. Right? Where are we going now? Where was I going to go? Oh, McGovern's.
Yeah.
McGovern's.
He wished us well. We wished him well, and
But there's a big gap. I mean, there's a classic example where the guy doesn't like police. He would rather get rid of all the police. We asked him what you would do, who would you call if you didn't have the police? And he said, well, you don't come now. So I don't think that's true, but there probably are some delays sometimes.
well, we saw some of those delays tonight.
You know? I'm gonna apologize. I'm gonna take a couple bites of my ham and cheese.
And I understand the frustration with the police taking so long to get there at times, but I also know the reasons behind it and the frustrations cops feel that they can't get there faster.
Keep talking while I'm eating there, Pat.
You just make me a CN first, and then first, second for
But,
BWC.
you know, it started off with us just trying to have a friendly conversation and kidding around a little bit, and he took offense to it.
He assumed ill intent.
Yes,
That's what
he
I always
did.
tell people. Assume good intent. When you're out there in the community, at work, assume good intent until the person
Proves otherwise.
Proves otherwise. We're going to McGovern and see how that's going.
The last couple nights we've been together, McGovern's has gotten pretty busy this time of night, and there were some fights and some rowdy behavior in the street, in the bar.
We're hoping to see none of that.
That would be nice. Just like with anybody, we'd like to be given a chance, be given the benefit of the doubt, unless we give you a reason not to. I try to do that with everybody I meet. Just like the sheriff said, I assume good intent, unless they prove otherwise through their actions. It's very disheartening and very depressing to see the open animosity and sometimes hostility towards what I consider to be a noble and honorable profession.
If I bite on this chip right here, my wife's gonna send me a text, stop chewing. It's going back in the bag.
Save it for later.
But that's not gonna stop me from eating the cherry pie.
316. Copy, I say 108.
A lot of homeless out here still.
Yep.
I'm sorry, go again.
9-7 on control on field.
Out in the plaza
Copy,
here.
controlled on field. 315. Copy, regions with an adult male. Copy, regions 109.
Boy, this was quite the fire. They determined it was arson.
Yep, they must have found some inflammatory material.
Really great Irish bar and restaurant in this Holiday Inn here called the Liffey.
Oh yeah. I haven't been to the new restaurant over here, this garage place over here. Have you been there at all?
No, the Chuck Park they call it?
So
Or?
we'll drive by it here. Eagle Street, I used to go in there all the time. I don't know what happened. They had some financial difficulties. And it hasn't been open for a while, but
A lot of places got hit hard by the
truck park,
the shutdown.
Truck park. I'd like to go in there sometime.
Well, McGovern's looks
Quiet?
pretty quiet tonight. Thank goodness.
Yep. Well, we'll probably wrap up another 20 minutes here. Since most of the places that people are usually at are empty. Waiting for an Uber there, obviously.
Yeah.
That wasn't a good smell, was it? The
No,
heck
it's
was
not.
that? That's probably from the fire.
Yeah, just had the thought at the same time.
So it'll be interesting to see if we get a state hockey tournament this year. In March, we had one last year. Remember, as soon as the hockey tournament was over, that's when things started shutting down. Girls basketball got stopped right in the middle of their tournament.
Did I hear there's not going to be an NCAA this year?
No, it's the Big Ten voted not to have a season,
The Big Ten. That was what I had heard.
but every conference is kind of deciding on its own. But Nebraska says they're going to play anyhow. They're going to play whoever will play it. So
Huh.
I don't know how that works.
Good. How are you?
277.
Can you check citywide if anybody's got a lockout tool?
Yeah, you check in channel 2 first blood of block.
We got to work tomorrow, don't we?
Check in channel.
Forgot about that. It's a week. It's not a weekend. It's a Wednesday.
I might be in late.
Negative response. We'll check in channel.
Forgot all about that. I got a 10 o'clock meeting I got to be at for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, the older you get, the less sleep you need. Have you noticed that? Maybe not yet. Well, the less you get. I don't know if you need less.
Exactly, the less you get. And a whole lot more naps.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right.
And long naps.
You know, my wife
10-3 for Amos on lockout too.
my wife worries about me when I'm out here working, you know. And I thought she'd worry less when she could actually see what I'm doing. Of course, she appreciates you being with because she worries more when I'm alone. But unfortunately, she says when it's live, she actually worries more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you can forget about it for a while when you're not monitoring it.
Can I see channel 4?
Yeah.
This guy's in a hurry here.
Yes, he is.
One 10. What? I can head with 123 to the call. Juvenile issue.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. It's too much.
You called it.
Yeah. Quiet down here. Take
Yeah,
you
it
back,
is.
call it a night.
I think so.
8197 status check.
97 code 4, and 1 copy.
Code for 1 custody, 1
This might have been our longest shift ever, though. Well, that bouncer waved to us. The nice bouncer.
He was
waved.
a friendly bouncer.
Anyone, please.
160.
Well, we almost got in direct involvement into that high-speed pursuit, but the pieces didn't quite fall together.
Glad he didn't T-bone anybody going through any of those intersections.
Right. Well, it's good they were able to articulate.
Yeah.
So it is tomorrow.
Sorry.
Tomorrow is what, the 13th? Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
13th tomorrow. And then we'll be back on Friday, 9/11. Please tell your friends. Hopefully.
Go through 4.
Oh, here we go, man. It sounds like
304.
just in time.
314.
Just had a black GMC Envoy take off northbound on Forest from Sims.
You good?
Stand by.
Yep.
Last seen eastbound on Jakes from Forest, not pursuing.
Copy black GMC Envoy took off from Forest and Sons last seen eastbound on Jenks. Not pursuing. 119.
Right in the same neighborhood as the last one. GMC Envoy, black.
Yes.
Well, let's go see if we can help them out a little bit.
314, it's going to be black GMC. It looks like an Envoy, no plates. Occupied by at least 3.
Copy black GMC Envoy occupied by at least 3. No plates. 119.
East on Sims from Forest.
I think that's what he's saying.
There's an outlet here on Wells of this thing. They might be familiar with it. I don't remember any ways to get on and off this Phelan Parkway.
Oh, where Frank, what is it? Frank comes in there?
Something like that, yeah. We're kind of by the, not recycling, but what do you call that? Compost site there.
Yeah. Yeah, yep, that's Frank.
On scene. Let's go 314.
314.
Vehicles are leaving at M&H. You can switch the address to that and you'll be clear with your report.
Copy
Did
120.
you say it's related to M&H?
He said that's where it first took off
Female
from.
number 30 is 55. Average build wearing a blue sweatshirt and dark gray shorts. She is currently in the parking lot running around.
830 spots, copy.
121.
You can help me find that exit.
5181.
I miss it sometimes, but I
5181.
know that it's up here.
Or place 85 Tango there, where?
Copy.
No,
I don't think it's this one,
not
right?
this one.
That goes back into the business.
5184. I'll go at the third. I'm arriving.
It's
84 copy.
a block after this, I think. Yeah, that's it right there. Wouldn't that have been nice?
110.
It's not an Envoy, it's
What
got
is?
plates.
Nope.
Yeah, it's Wells, but this is
Code 4, juveniles left.
this is where they definitely could
Code
come
4,
out.
121.
I'm not sure if they meant no plates seen or
Oh, yeah.
had no plates.
Good point. Oh, no plates. So this is Forest and Wells. Didn't he say eastbound Forest and Sims?
Yes.
So there's no real way to get out on the other end there until you got to go back up to Maryland. You know,
When
like
you
you
get-
can sneak out by the church, the old church there by Johnson Parkway. That would have been a pretty relatively easy spot to pin them in. A lot of people out here on the street.
Yeah, there are.
You can't see what we can see, but when we drive by people on the street just enjoying the evening in a strange way. bike.
4047, investigate.
4487.
That just got held over on overtime.
Harvester Park with a flag vehicle. I'll get you placed in a second.
Copy, Harvester Park at 124.
I don't think that could be an envoy.
No, that's a tow truck, I think.
Or there's a trailer behind it or something.
Yeah.
But they got the highlights like. Actually, the guy we were talking to, was he driving? What was he driving?
I think he was in a
5188,
Cadillac SUV. The
Cadillac.
gas
14 at
station?
124.
Yeah, it was an SUV though, right?
Yeah. Pretty
115,
pretty
copy,
sure it was a caddy.
2099 Ford Parkway at Walgreens for the disorderly. Reported several juveniles throwing crates in the parking lot. 124.
Oh my goodness.
4487.
Plate's going to be 9 Adam Charles 108. Code 4.
Come in, plate, your code for 125.
Well,
123. Squad 123.
there's a road right down here they come out
Look
on.
for a Geo waving RS2110. Send the harassment report. I can advise. Call counters.
Other than that, it's
Copy, thank you.
Maryland and Johnson Parkway and Forest. They're pinned in. They probably already got by.
For an audible, I'm covering entry glass breaks, going to back.
I think we want to look at
3 from the PD.
That one that went left?
Yep. Yep.
Copy,
I had an
125.
old Envoy, but that one, if it was a newer, right? Because it had a sloped up. The old Envoy had a straight back.
120.
You think this one could be an Envoy, though?
I think so.
Well,
Maybe.
I'm not. This is a good street to catch one on. We're going north on Clarence. Gonna check out this black SUV that crossed Maryland on us. Didn't really stop for that stop sign, so that's an indicator.
Clear.
So I don't know what the newer Envoys look like.
They haven't made them for a few years now. I don't think.
Well, I used to drive old ones, really old.
Closer we get, I think this might be an import.
Slide it back. Those are some unique taillights, huh?
Yeah, that's not an Envoy. Definitely not.
Well,
an
just for
Envoy.
my knowledge.
What? 111.
Let's go see what what kind it is. Anyhow.
Yeah, with those taillights, those are.
General.
Looks like Batman's taillights.
For the West Coast copy, Fairview and University. It's marked in assist medics. 36-year-old female. Stated she was on the train tracks threatening suicide. We have FTCA advised as well. 101 copy. 127.
211 TPX.
TPX.
What kind of car is that?
It's a Chevy.
Oh, it could be like an Envoy. but-
Chevy Traverse.
It is a Chevy though. GM product, anyhow. Hey, this was my church when I was little.
Oh yeah?
Our Redeemer Lutheran. Yep. That's where I was confirmed and
5183.
follow this
5183.
reverse a little bit.
Squads are clear to disperse.
Redeemer Lutheran.
128. Disregard. 128.
There's a delete button down at the bottom. With some every once in a while, just get rid of all that stuff. And you don't have to guess. When we get these queries back, we're
2163, copy. You took the phone call request in regards to a harassment complaint at 129.
I don't know where.
Don't break the
She's.
front door. The glass is still intact.
It is a traverse, and it is
Copy. Pretty attempted to break the front door. The glass is still intact at 129.
headed home into Maplewood.
That's where she at. 1381 Sophia. That's the street we were on.
Yep. What do you do to delete these?
Well, there's a delete button right there. Just push that to right here. First put it on there and hit it. This one right there.
Ah, okay.
Hit them all. Just keep hitting it. It'll delete them all. Keep going. And then a thing of beauty.
You just hold it.
And then
Perfect.
Anytime a query comes back, you don't have to search through 30 of them.
Nice. Thank you.
Well, that's going to take me a year to figure it out. What was that truck in the
4483 on the home.
130.
See this one up here too. Yeah. That's way too fast. The way you get for me to be like that.
Clear right.
110 on scene. The 130.
It's the first one I'm looking at up there.
223 tonight. Proceed.
Good?
Clear.
Could that be an envoy or not?
I'm not sure.
That's the taillights I remember. Yeah, I went, see? He's trying to lose us, man.
Yep.
Like an envoy. Gonna come out right here on us, huh?
Clear right.
There he is. It's neither one of those.
No.
But he went this way.
110. 110.
Probably went left again because he didn't come right.
Looks like transit's out with some eastbound platform.
Yeah.
Copy, transit is out with one. Eastbound platform at 131.
Shoot. Definitely wasn't the right.
8197 transport.
No.
8197, go ahead.
He snookered us.
He ditched us.
Don't milk in the stop at LAC.
Adult mail to the LAC at 132.
That might have been an envoy. I saw him when he was going down Idaho there. He looked like it had that square rear end with those square lights.
116.
116.
Heavy route to PT.
Other thing they might have done is once he realized I didn't make that turn, he might have just pulled over and gone dark, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just for fun, let's go back there and take a look. So we're looking for a black envoy that fled earlier, no plates. This general car description matched it, was going excessively fast here.
Clearly trying to ditch
Trying
us.
to evade us, which he successfully did.
I'll take Belvedere, I'll let you know.
133.
Doesn't really like to.
Don't like it when they get away from us.
219, I'm on the west side, I'll go with them.
209, copy.
down the other one. All right.
110 assisted with west.
134.
Wonderful 91 thing.
Go ahead.
Do you have a key holder information?
I'm waiting to hear back from the alarm company.
Copy.
134.
Wonderful 91 thing. Out with the owner.
4491 taking right copy out with the owner at 135.
Well, there must be another street that in between McAfee and Clarence, because it definitely didn't go this far. Like I said, that was the front town.
No, we can't get them all.
Wonderful 91 thing. We're going inside with the owner.
Copy. 135.
Something's not right here. Yeah, that's not right. So we were south of Arlington then. That's the confusion. We came back down Arlington. But we
yeah.
were
Yeah,
still
yeah.
south of Arlington. Pretty sure. Yeah. That's where he turned, right? Then he went up down the next street.
Mm-hmm.
I went this way. Then we're not. Well, now I've confused myself. All right, back home. Still looking for the envoy though,
Might
and the
just,
HRT.
might just pop on out on us here.
Well,
What's this? Oh, it's a pickup truck.
10 minutes. The 2 o'clock
No, it's not.
shifts are going home. wild attempt by one of those drivers to race the other.
They were,
Those two four-cylinder cars, they poorly tuned.
sure makes a lot of noise for a 4-cylinder.
223 in the area. The 139.
The last flight this year.
45 anyone Tango last four is 1054.
Copy, thank you.
139.
Well, one slow meander back to the barn, as they say.
Well, we definitely tried to get into something tonight.
Is that car up there still making that noise?
Yeah.
All right. Just for fun, we got to go by 876 Lawson here again on our way back.
213, copy your notes of Rice University. Print in progress. Domestic. Male and a female in a headlock.
Wow.
Black male in his 20s, wearing black and white coat with a black backpack. 140.
We'll go by our friend Rachel's house first. Broken glass there on the street. Strange place to park a car.
That's not an HH.
I saw somebody in there. Whoa. Hello. Said he found it. Troy said he found it at York and Frank. Unoccupied.
Who found it?
I don't know. Well, this is a sergeant in the East District sending me up.
And we came right up by York and Frank when we came up off of Phelan.
Response for 0200 DOT. Let's go 361.
361.
364.
Negative.
369 for key stop.
369.
373.
373.
378.
378.
I take it right here, right?
381.
I think so.
You're the east side guy.
Negative.
32.
We going on to York here?
Yeah.
Oh, you
382.
went down.
383.
Play on half.
There's the compost site.
Anyone else for 0200 DOT?
Right, just a block or two left here, right?
Copy, I've been 145.
Yeah.
I think so.
29. 29. Anybody else? Squad 2 good one. 1145.
Whoa.
See, there's the boat pulling the trailer. So I don't know if that means he found it earlier or what. Oh, cool. Sergeant, how are you? Dude, are you guys with the car or did you already tow it? Okay. Yeah, I didn't even hear it on the air that you guys had found it, but maybe we had gone to their side. Well, I'm glad you told me that because I've been searching frantically. So, oh, it's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Proud of you for being a supervisor out here. So, who do they think was driving that one? Yeah, well, that's a tough one. I mean, there's no right or wrong there. It's just yeah. Yeah. So, we're looking for a black envoy now then, huh? Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for the notice. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Bye. Bye. Yeah, they found it, but they didn't air it.
Oh, okay.
All right. So now you can go home and relax and feel good.
I won't go chasing white vehicles when I'm on the way home.
Well, you do dream about work. There's no doubt about it. I mean, it's just, you can't avoid it.
Oh, yeah.
Brain is this amazing thing. But it also, sometimes you can't control your dreams. People don't know this, but every cop has had a dream where there's a gun malfunction.
Oh,
It's the worst, right?
every cop I know has that dream.
Yeah, and it's a variety of different malfunctions. Everybody has it's a fear that you're going to get in a situation and then all of a sudden your equipment's going to fail you. In my case, the bullet would just fall out the
end of the barrel.
Fall at the end of the barrel. Did you ever have that one?
I've had that one. I've had it where I can't pull the trigger for the life of me.
Yeah, it's like,
It's like it's frozen.
Yeah. But both of those. But it's frustrating when you can't figure out when you're dreaming and you can't figure out why the bullet's just falling out the end. So, but it's very common. Cops don't talk about it really, but it's just very common to have that fear that somehow your equipment, you don't really fear it when you're in real life, but subconsciously you must be fearing it, right?
Right. It's got to be.
Yeah. A little bit of stress though in those dreams.
Oh yeah. I've had a recurring dream lately that I'm back in uniform on the police department.
Yeah, well, you're gonna be.
And I'm walking through the station and I can't find my locker. And it's just nonstop. I'm looking for my locker and I can't find my locker.
Well, that's because in the old days,
Information for squads. All county channels are patched temporarily at 150.
somebody would have hit it on you. All the practical jokers we have.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of streets blocked off lately.
Oh, it's an obstacle course to get around. Just get it all done by winter, please.
If any of you, we talked about Sweet Hollow being a landing point for a lot of immigrant communities, and we're just kind of coming up on it. We never did get down on the railroad tracks or through Sweet Hollow. We'll do that for sure, but it's a beautiful remote location to visit during the daytime. You'd be a little surprised at how remote it can be.
Sweet Hollow Cafe is my coffee stop.
225.
I don't even know if we can get there through here. This is...
No, we gotta go down this
Changes for PIC. Clear advised.
This one's open now.
At 150.
They're doing anyone go for?
Code 4 in traffic 152.
Well, we know it's a little slower on Wednesdays than Fridays, huh?
Yeah, that's
No.
a given. But we still almost managed to get into some stuff.
Yeah. Well, here's the important thing. We engaged probably 50 people tonight. 48 of them appreciated us.
Then 225.
2 of them definitely did not.
Good.
That's not too bad.
There's quite a break.
That's a good
380
batting
Maryland Avenue for a burglary. Secondhand information. There's possibly 2 males inside the caller's shop. The cop does not have visual for description. He's waiting in a black RAV4 out front. 223. This will be GOI. We're a ways out, but we'll head that way. 223, copy.
639, send me that
Well,
call.
you're a great partner, Pat.
Proceed.
Thank you.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Copy.
We're gonna have to get some of those Jersey berries out from the front there. That's a beautiful building we built, and
150.
Yeah,
it's a little bit too much.
4491 Tango, collision report.
Copy 154.
All right, we're about to drop Pat off. Thank you very much
That's
for
early. Put it back in pending. I'll join the brewery.
hanging with us till 2 o'clock. Friday at a 9/11, we'll be out there again. Pat's going to
226,
Join
coming
me.
to burglary.
Hope,
Go ahead.
hope a little bit of tonight was interesting. I hope we are indeed a little bit humorous.
Yeah, well, let us know in your comments. Send us a text if you want to 651-448-3810. We do go through those texts, and I'm sorry we didn't get to all the places that some of you requested we get to, but we are trying to answer them. I mean, honestly, there's many comments and many texts, so doing the best that we can.
5183, copy of good work at 155.
Before we sign off, I'm just going to show you the back of the jail here.
I believe the males are inside the back of the building.
From the north side of the Law Enforcement Center.
Copy.
What's your side?
And you'll see, Pat, maybe you can even tip that camera up a little bit so they can see it a little better. I don't know how that'll work, but that's the jail there, the 6 floors. Actually, just pop it out for now. We'll close on a picture of that jail. There's 2 floors for every pod. And then in the middle there, it's a little taller because that's where the elevator shafts are and equipment. But 500 people, we can house 500 people. We prefer to have, less than 200 if possible. But our average population is probably 350 to 400 right now because of COVID. We're down to 200. We've been down to 160, trying to make sure that infection doesn't rage. It is the safest jail in the state right now in terms of the number. We've only had 8 total inmates infected and none right now in the facility. 3 of the staff, but at the current time, none. So when you read about infections in other places, rest assured in the Ramsey County Jail, it's safer there than it is out in the general community. So we've taken the COVID seriously from the beginning. Our staff does an awesome job in there. It's the toughest job, really the toughest job in America, working inside a jail or a prison. It's one thing for us to be driving around and talking to people, but when you're in a jail, you're constantly dealing with the same people all the time, and most of them in jail have committed very serious and violent crimes. So take your hats off the correctional officers in the state of Minnesota and the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office, because they're really some of the unsung heroes. So go ahead and we'll finish up there, Pat. Hit that finish button, and thank you for joining us.
Good night, all.